They wanted to meet me to vet me.
It screwed up our inventory so bad. It was the worst thing ever.
Because when we went in there, overkill, but we have a problem. We did not have enough money or product. I'm playing checkers, he's playing chess, I'm 2 steps behind.
I'm gonna work for these guys. You know, this is like, okay, this is happening.
I have a feeling that Richard went to UConn or took us to UConn because he knew in his heart that if you put me in front of the public with our toys selling, that I would not be able to resist. I was always wanting to put up a store. John felt like the store was kind of a risk financially, and he's not wrong, of course, but I felt like we could really make it work given our skill sets. And also he probably knew that when people saw us and our brand and how we roll, that they would be impressed. They would like have not seen anything like this. But we have a problem. We did not have enough money or product to create a store. And so we had to wait. And 2017 was the right year to put up the store. And so, yeah, I think that Richard was smart enough to put that sort of ball on the track, knowing what the end result would be. Of course, I'm playing checkers, he's playing chess, I'm 2 steps behind. When we started the company, I had kind of written down a timeline, and in my original timeline of how the business I felt should have progressed, stores were in the picture. So then here we are, store time. So when we decided to open the store, it was me, John, and then Jeff had just become full-time at the warehouse. So there was 3 people. When we put up the store, we had to hire an entire staff for the first store. John was gonna go work at the first store though. This is probably one of those deployment of resources type things, like, you know, strengths and weaknesses. My strengths were never a lot of what goes on at the warehouse. I mean, I was here for all of that, obviously, when there was 2 of us for years and then 3 of us. So it's not like I didn't wear those hats, but I'm also not great at those things, you know? So it was gonna leave me and Jeff at the warehouse, which would be understaffed, which we decided we'd deal with. But we needed to get 3 people to work at the store.
I messaged this John Archetko guy. I was like, so hey, I understand that you have a warehouse with toys. Do you guys ever do any kind of like, you know, walkthroughs or show and tells, anything like that? You know, I want to come check it out.
He actually came to us and visited our warehouse, and we just loved him. Like, he was personable, he was awesome, he was really into toys, and we thought to ourselves, man, this guy would work out really well at our toy store.
And so they wanted to talk to me. And that was when they divulged that they were working towards building the first store.
Since we knew John was moving over to the first store, we knew John was going to be able to handle a lot of the hours and a lot of the management of the first store. So, but we knew we needed another element to really help him out and to really provide the best customer experience possible. So when we met Nick, it was really obvious that this guy can get on, you know, your level and just really have a good time.
The reality started setting in that I'm gonna work for these guys. You know, this is like, okay, this is happening.
Working at the store, though, that falls more in my wheelhouse, where it's like, okay, I'm a people person. I like to help people, I like to listen.
And just, you know, I guess the rest is history at that point, right?
I know what the people want to hear, that it was amazing and awesome and sales were great, and all that's true, okay? It was amazing. It was all of those things. In reality, it was scary. There was problems everywhere. I mean, we didn't know how the point of sale system worked. We didn't know what kind of shelving we wanted to put in the store. Not to mention, if something breaks or goes wrong, we have no backup. We have no idea how to do any of that stuff. Something you don't think about when you open a store is setting the timeline and when things need to happen. So when you say, hey, we're gonna open the store and we're gonna open it July 1st. And then you begin to think about what's that look like? Okay, we're getting the keys June 1st, so we have 30 days. When do things need to happen? Personally, I felt alone. Like I felt really alone, you know, during that time period. Like that was rough, where, you know, you have a team looking at you like you're the boss in some corporate store like Home Depot. Like there's a procedure or a way for everything, and there's nothing. You don't have price tags. Like all the stuff that when it's your first store, like it was for us. Geez. We chose to do a soft opening with the first store, and it was going to be a friends and family night.
And I think my task was, which wasn't an awesome task, but a funny story regardless, was washing the windows. John had hired this guy to wash the windows, and he did such a terrible job that after he left, John's like, we need to wash the windows again.
The store didn't have as much stuff in it, right? We really spread it thin.
It went off really well. Like there were no problems. We ran transactions. It was very successful. Was the grand opening amazing? Yes. Was I there for the entire time? No. Did I go home and go to sleep? Yeah, I did. Because I was tired, because it had been a long month. After opening up the store and having such a great time with family and friends night, and then having a pretty successful Saturday, that first full day open, the response from our community here in Eugene was crazy. Like, and we still get that, but just on that particular day, the amount of people who came out to show love and support for something like unique, like that we do, man, like that's unforgettable. And we've had way bigger events after that, but that's the one that's like super memorable. Like that's a unforgettable day. It was a really awesome feeling to open the store, have people show up, friends and family, be blown away by what we did, and it was a great feeling locking the doors up and leaving that night. Little Timmy and little Sally we need to go to this.
I don't know, that seems a little weird. And I'm like, trust me.
Having a real human connection, not this